Today we're going to read a story known as a fairy tale. Okay, boys and girls, as a fairy tale. Let me write this word down for you. A fairy tale. Okay, this is a different kind of text, boys and girls. As I read, I'm going to model for you how to make a personal connection. Because, boys and girls, when we read fairy tales, we have to think about what would we do? What would we learn? Okay, boys and girls? So as we read today, I'm going to make a personal connection to the fairy tale that I'm going to read to you. Okay, why did I say it's so important as we read fairy tales to make a personal connection? What does that mean? Try and talk to your partners. What does it mean to make a personal connection? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Eyes on you. So, boys and girls, what did I say was the meaning of making a personal connection?
Remember how would I fit in the story?
Yeah, how do you fit in the story? Okay, because when we read fairy tales, boys and girls, we're going to learn a lesson. We're going to learn why. Why did this happen? So I want you guys to be thinking of something that has happened to you. Like a rule you need to follow, like something somebody has told you for you to follow and pay attention to. Okay? So as I read today, in order to do that, we must consider the character and we must consider what's happening in the text. Okay? So as I begin to read, I just want you to follow along with me. You have your book. Today, let me model that for you. I will read Jack and the Wolf. As I read, look closely at the pictures and listen to the words I'm reading, as they will give you clues that will not be explicit, boys and girls. These are clues that you must infer. Okay, so you must consider what's in the text and what the text is telling. You must consider what the text is telling you, plus what you know. Okay, so remember, you're looking for things that clues that you need to infer. Okay, so let's begin by reading Jack and the Wolf. I'm on page 50, boys and girls. Jack and the Wolf, written and illustrated by Chris Chabon. So let's begin. Once upon a time, Jack sat on a big hill. Jack had every sheep with him. It was not fun to sit, said Jack. Turn the page, boys and girls. I'm on page 18. I will yell wolf for fun. His friends ran up the hill to help. They did not see Wolf. Turn the page. I'm on page 20. Jack sat back on the hill. I will yell wolf. Wolf! Boys and girls, are you considering what I'm about to do? Are you looking and paying close attention to what needs to be inferred? Okay. What are some words that have come up already twice in our text? Turn and talk to your partners.
Yeah. I think yell.
Okay. Let's turn the page, page 22. His friends ran back up the hill. They did not see Wolf. Jack sat back on the hill. Let's turn the page. Page 24. Wolf got up on a rock. Jack and his sheep ran away. But what is he yelling in the background? Say it loudly. Wolf! Did you hear me call? Said Jack. You did not come. You cannot trick us, said Nell. Turn the page, boys and girls. I will be good, said Jack. I will not trick you. So, boys and girls, I want you to turn and talk to your partners. What are some connections that you're making to this text? What should Jack learn from this? Turn and talk. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So thank you, boys and girls. You all were just talking so nicely to your friends. As we read this text, this fairy tale, I asked you to make a personal connection. And what are the things, the two items that I told you that we must listen or pay attention closely as we were reading the text? What were those two things? We had to consider what? The character. What else? And what is happening in the text, right? And then I told you, boys and girls, what? What did I say that were going to be some things that you had to what? I told you some things were not going to be explicit. What does that mean when things are not explicit? Infer, and you remember that? We have an anchor chart over there for making inferences. Remember, boys and girls? So we had to consider the text plus what we know. So tell me, what are some things that you talked to your team about? Why? What lesson should Jack have learned from this text? Not to lie? Ooh, that's very, very high thinking. What else? What would our first grader say?
Not to yell.
Not to yell wolf. Okay? Not to yell wolf. Okay, boys and girls. So, today and every day, when you read a fairy tale, I want you to think about why the author is including words that repeat over and over, and what is a lesson that could be learned to make a personal connection. Okay? So today, as you work in your stations, you may choose to read this story again, or whenever you come to guided reading, we're going to be working on a fairy tale, and we're going to be diving into this deeper. You set the stage for the individual task. Okay? Thank you. What time is it, Ralph?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. So I would release the kids, and I would just say, readers, go and do your tasks. So let's pause right here, and I would like for you to tell me, what are some things that you noticed? Okay? Talk with your teams. What are some things that you